Hey, welcome everybody to this edition of Money Shop Talk, where the experts hang out and chat among common people about common money hangups, so that all women, and that means you, can take your earning power to the next level. So, Kristen, what's up this week?
Today we're talking about one of my clients who has been very successful in terms of money. It's not that their lack of money that's the problem, but for her it's a lack of fulfillment in her work. And we have been working together to undo some of these beliefs that have her spending all her time trying to take care of client needs and having no time for herself. No sense of freedom, no sense of joy in her work, just an endless nose to the grindstone, never-ending to-do list that dominates everything and keeps her feeling like she's more of a slave to her business than a business owner. Can you relate?
I can so relate. I remember those days. In fact, it's really, it's a challenge sometimes, even now, to stay in that place of awareness where you know that you're getting wrapped up in that again, right?
I know. When work is play, like it is for me, it's not about the hours that I put in because I'm having a good time no matter whether I'm quote-unquote working or not working. But for her, it's not like that. It's a matter of feeling that she has to be working. She has to be the first one into the office and the last one to leave. And if she takes a vacation, she tries to hide it because she doesn't want anybody to think that she's not working hard for them. And so the business is just, it's running her instead of her running her business. And I think that's an area where a lot of women can relate.
I think so too, and I think what ends up happening is there's a sense of urgency for women in particular that are entrepreneurs, or even if they're working for someone else. There's a sense of urgency to make it, a sense of urgency to rise above, and become what they have envisioned for themselves when they first took the job or first opened up their company, started their company. And this urgency can create the panic and the sense that, or the belief that they have to really work hard in order to earn any money or to attract any money. And that's just really not the truth, is it?
No, it's not true. But in her particular situation, she's very much operating under a masculine model of power, which is all about linear, which is about goals, which is about analysis, strategic plans, 5-year plans, and this to-do list that is just never-ending and has no mercy. And underneath that is, in my opinion, a sense that if I'm not doing, I'm not worthy. So in order to generate a sense of I deserve my income, she has to do something. She can't just be herself. The gifts and talents, the skills that she brings to her clients,
Yeah.
that is weighing into her sense of worth or the value that she's contributing. She sees her value as a direct result of time spent on the phone and to-do list entries getting marked off. So for her, underneath all of this doing, there's this sense that I don't deserve it unless I do enough. And
Yeah.
that's an area we've been working in, an area where tapping is so powerful because it can shift that whole notion that I'm not enough and that I have to do more in order to deserve.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a powerful tool to have in our back pocket, and it's not to say that strategic planning and goal setting isn't important. It is, but there has to be that balance between staying in alignment with who you really are and really knowing your worth and your value and taking massive action in your job towards a goal, don't you think?
I do. I do. You need both parts. And when you don't have the being, I'm worthy, I'm good enough, I know enough, I am enough, then there's no amount of doing that's going to fill that up. That part just stays empty. And that's where a lot of your chronic illness comes from, insomnia, um, weight problems due to too much cortisol in the system, high blood pressure, lack of fulfillment, lack of meaning, and of fatigue. I didn't even think of the most obvious one, but it's exhausting when you have to work all the time in order to feel that you deserve the money that you make.
Absolutely. And it also affects your relationship, all of your relationships with your spouse or significant other or your children, even your relationship with yourself and your health.
Exactly.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah. I think underneath is this codependent model of I don't take care of myself, I take care of you and hope that if I do enough for you, you will take care of me.
Yeah, then I will get compensated. So, Kristen.
Yes.
So how would you, now you mentioned tapping, and maybe some of our listeners don't know what tapping is. Tapping is EFT, and focus on an issue or a feeling, a belief or an emotion, negative emotion, and then tap on the meridian point. So how would you use EFT to overcome feelings of not being good enough?
Well, we should just do a little tapping together, I think. Do you think we should talk more about how tapping works, or should we assume our listeners know that?
You could feel free to share how tapping works. I just briefly went over it, but yeah, I think let's just show them the tapping points real quick, and then we'll go through a basic tapping exercise around not feeling good enough.
Okay, great. Well, the main thing about tapping is that it's based on more of an Eastern science, that the body has electrical lines running through it, 15 meridians that go across the body. And so when we do tapping, we are stimulating those energy meridians that are running through the body in order to get the energy flowing and moving. Many research studies have been done on emotional freedom technique or energy tapping, and they tend to show that tapping releases energy from a part of the brain called the amygdala, which is where stress and worry is generated. So when we bring that stress down, bring the worry down, bring the anxiety down, the body functions better, and then our vision of what's possible for us opens up. And that's the exciting part, because when you see new possibilities, you can make new choices. When you make new choices, your reality changes. So that's always the goal of my work with clients, is to foster a condition where they see new opportunities and the courage to make new choices. Anything to add to that?
I think you've summed it up beautifully. That's perfect, because when we're in a state of stress, we operate from that state of stress. We operate from a very constricted box where we can't really, we're afraid to make a move or afraid to make a choice. And then, like you say, you don't really notice the opportunities or synchronicities or people that come into your life that could actually be the solution to something that is a problem in the present moment. And so tapping is excellent at moving that energy of what's causing that stress, the belief or the emotion, out of your energy system and bringing you into a place of what Abraham Hicks calls the higher flying disc, the higher emotions of joy and excited anticipation, and just kind of expand into this whole new world of possibilities. And then you attack your business, or move forward, shouldn't say the word attack, move forward in your business with more joy and ease, right? So that's perfect. Exactly. You explained it perfectly. So let's take them through a little tapping exercise. Do you want to do that today, or would you like me to lead?
Yeah, I'll do that. You'll be my echo?
I would love to.
Okay. So we'll start on the karate chop point. This is a place that provides a reset for the body. Mm-hmm. Even though I feel like I'm not worthy, I love and accept myself anyway.
Even though I feel like I'm not worthy, I love and accept myself anyway. And everyone listening can repeat with me.
Even though I have to work so hard to deserve what I get, I accept myself and all these feelings.
Even though I have to work so hard to deserve what I get, I accept myself and all these feelings.
Even though I feel like I can't do enough and I'm exhausted, I love and accept myself anyway.
Even though I can't do enough and I'm exhausted, I love and accept myself anyway.
Very good. Now we'll tap through the points.
Okay.
I'm not good enough.
Not good enough.
I'm not worthy.
Not worthy.
No matter how much I do, it's never enough.
No matter how much I do, it's never enough.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
I'm so stressed out.
I'm so stressed out.
And yet there's more on my to-do list.
And yet there's more on my to-do list.
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
I'm really worn out.
I'm really worn out.
I just don't deserve more.
I just don't deserve more.
No matter how much I do, it won't be enough.
No matter how much I do, it won't be enough.
And I'm so sad about that.
And I'm so sad about that.
Life is such a struggle for me.
Life is such a struggle for me.
Even when I have some success, I feel like it's not enough.
Even when I have some success, I feel like it's not enough.
The more I do, the more I feel I need to do.
The more I do, the more I feel I need to do.
It's just an endless cycle of effort.
An endless cycle of effort.
And I'm so tired.
And I'm so tired.
Okay, so we'll pause and take a breath.
Okay.
So this part of the tapping brings that energy up, and sometimes it can feel heavier when you start tapping. And that's when you know that it's appropriate to continue in that same line of tapping on the points and speaking your feelings. But for purposes of this demonstration, we're going to move on now, and we're going to tap for neutrality. That's the second part of the process. Ready to go, Judy?
I am. I might want to kind of clarify that the objective of tapping is to actually, we would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, right, of how intense that emotion or that belief is, on a scale of 1 to 10, because energy is so subtle. So then they can rate it, tap on that, and then they can check back in with themselves when they take the break and see, has that energy dropped? Has it changed? Has it gotten lighter? Or has it shifted to another emotion or a memory, perhaps sometimes too? So this is the purpose in tapping. And if it had shifted, if it drops, wonderful. The objective is to get it to a 2 or below, preferably a 0. But if it's shifted to another emotion or a memory, a traumatic memory or something, then that is where you're going to shift your tapping to whatever is the most prominent feeling or intense belief that is showing up for you. Right, Kristen?
Right. Yeah, if this tapping that we did brought up a painful memory for you and you're feeling worse, you can just tap through the points and say this memory, this painful memory, and just keep tapping until that feeling, until that memory just has smoothed out for you, and then you can move on the way that we're going to do in our example now.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready.
I'm not worthy.
I'm not worthy.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I'm not sure I feel that way anymore.
I'm not sure I feel that way anymore.
I mean, why am I not worthy?
Why am I not worthy?
I'm as worthy as the next person, aren't I?
I'm as worthy as the next person, aren't I?
Where did I get this idea that I'm not good enough?
Where did I get this idea that I'm not good enough?
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know where it came from.
When I really look and see, I don't find any evidence I'm not worthy.
When I really look and see, I don't find any evidence that I'm not worthy.
Sure, I've made mistakes.
Sure, I've made mistakes.
But who doesn't?
But who doesn't?
Mistakes are about choices that we made.
Mistakes are about choices that we made.
Not about who I am.
Not about who I am.
I'm worthy.
I'm worthy.
My life.
What was that? I missed it.
I want good things to flow in my life.
I want good things to flow in my life.
So I'm letting go of this old belief that I'm not worthy.
So I'm letting go of this old belief that I'm not worthy.
And I'm opening up to receive all the good that's meant to come to me.
And I'm opening up to receive all the good that's coming to me.
Taking a breath. And if that's feeling really good and you feel like you're open and receptive, then we'll move on to the third and final part, which is just anchoring in the new possibility for you. Any comments, Judy?
No, other than just you should be, before you anchor in the new beliefs or the new way that you want to feel or choose to feel. I like using the word choose because it's more of a, wanting can always be an out there kind of thing, but choosing is something that you're choosing and it's kind of open. It kind of is any time. And then and so then you can choose the new belief that you want or emotion that you want to feel and anchor it in the tapping. But make sure there's no resistance there before. You know, make sure all the other stuff is way down and you're not feeling it. You can't connect with it anymore. Just to reiterate what you said and maybe explain it a little bit better.
Exactly. Good. Thanks. So let's anchor that new feeling in now. I'm choosing to feel worthy.
Okay. I'm choosing to feel worthy.
I'm choosing to feel good enough.
I'm choosing to feel good enough.
I'm letting it in.
I'm letting it in.
Who I am is just as worthy as everyone else in the world.
Who I am is just as worthy as everyone else in the world.
I do the things that I feel guided to do.
I do the things that I feel guided to do.
And that means caring for myself first.
And that means caring for myself first.
And then looking to see what needs to be done for other people.
And then looking to see what needs to be done from other people.
And letting that be enough.
And letting that be enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
And I'm open to receive all the love that the universe has to give me.
And I'm open to receive all the love the universe has to give me.
All the money I need.
All the money I need.
Comes to me when I need it.
Comes to me when I need it.
All the love that I need.
All the love that I need.
Flows to me.
Flows to me.
But now.
I missed that. It glitched.
And I choose to receive it now.
And I choose to receive it now.
And so it is.
And so it is. That was wonderful, Kristen. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it?
It feels wonderful. Yes.
I don't think we were saying I deserve often enough. It does feel good to just say that to the universe. I deserve my good, and I receive it. I open my hands, and I let it in.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know what? We're not trained to do that, are we? We're not trained to celebrate ourselves. We're not trained to feel like we deserve anything that we want to have, and we're not taught how to make choices in that way. You know, we're motivated by criticism. We're motivated by judgment. You know, the schools do the same thing, right? And our parents did the same thing. So we're retraining ourselves to be motivated to move toward our goal with joy and with ease, but through appreciation for ourselves and our worthiness rather than judgment and criticism.
Beautifully said. Yeah, let's do a whole show on celebration one of these days.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Well, what do you think? Is it a full lid?
It's a full lid, baby. Let's wrap it up.
All right. We hope you find these nuggets within Money Shop Talk valuable toward making your earning power and taking your earning power to the next level. So we will see you again in about a week or so. Thanks for joining us. Signing off.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.